everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your reading. I'm going to do the weeklies in person from here on inwards. So this is for the sign of Cancer. Cancer, thank you very much for joining me on my channel. I must remember that the camera is that way because I keep wanting to look at the actual screen and then realise that's not where the camera is. Okay, so let's have a look at your reading for the week of the 4th to the 10th of August. I'm feeling out a card in reverse there. I guess it's show its face if it is. Maybe, oh yes, look at that. Wheel of Fortune, Cancer. Something changing for you. Universe giving you a bit of a kick here. A bit of a kick in the pants. Moving you in a slightly different direction. Okay, so you can see my room's different. You're now looking at the light over here, so hopefully it isn't too bright. But we'll see. I'm going to try a few different things over the next few weeks and see how we go. Okay, so for you this week, this is about tossing something up. Doing this head over heart thing where you're trying to work out which direction to go in. The water behind represents emotion. So you can see that he's trying really hard to leave emotion behind him to make this decision. This decision requires that he doesn't use emotion. There's been some sort of stalemate here. The Five of Swords always makes me feel like you've won the battle but lost the war. It's like somebody walking away from something because they don't feel that they've won what they wanted to win. So that's what you're tossing up on. Okay, so the King of Swords is here. Could be dealing with an air sign, so Libra, Gemini or Aquarius, or someone who's strong in that. But someone here has spoken their piece. Whether that's you or the other person, there's a strong feeling of truth coming out here. Okay, okay, so there's a Judgment card. This talks about having another go at something that didn't work the first time round. Oh, and there's your Queen of Swords. Okay, very nice. So this is talking about a conversation between, you can see the King and the Queen here, a conversation of truth between two people that may result in some sort of rebirth of something. Rebirthing the phoenix. All right. Okay, so that jumped out halfway through. So this is the universe doing this. This has very little to do with you and more to do with how the universe is working with this energy. You could be dealing in a situation that is karmic. It could be about closing out a cycle that perhaps you've been in, but more likely that the universe is saying you can't stay here anymore. It needs to move forward here. Ace of Swords coming out. So there's a truth that needs to be told, a truth that needs to be spoken. This is about having clarity, moving forward with a sense of purpose. I always see this as, you know, that sort of Game of Thrones moment where somebody's leading an army to war, like really sort of determined here to make a difference, knowing what you want to do and following that. You're dealing with someone who could be a soulmate, past life soulmate, could be a partner in a business, but definitely someone you have a very strong bond or connection with here. Two of Wands, being asked to travel down a different pathway, one you have not considered before. There's an offer of love here. So the page is only a little offer. It's only the start. It's the beginning. It's the little tentative, I love you. Do you want to go on a date? Do you want to go for a coffee? That sort of very tentative sort of offer. Someone walked away from something here in the past. Someone that didn't find that an event or a situation didn't bring them the emotional fulfillment they wanted. So remember, the energies are flip-flopping here, won't you? But now there's an offer of love. So I can see here somebody has offered somebody something, but it's not been enough for them and they've walked away from this. And now there's an offer of truth and full-on offer here. The Magician coming out. So this is about manifestation. It's about having all the tools you need to do what you need to do, but just being able to use them in the way you need to use them. The High Priestess talks of intuition, of things being hidden at the moment, things not being completely clear, but this Ace of Swords is bringing clarity, so don't worry too much. Don't worry too much. Tower moment. Okay, Cancer, strong reading here. Very strong reading. You have a choice. You're balancing up a decision. There needs to be a conversation between two people here of how to move forward. This has a very, very strong feeling of past life connection here. Somebody has walked away from something, and I can see that here as well. Somebody has walked away from something that wasn't what they thought it should be. And the universe is now behind you, trying to say to you that you can't sit with this energy here. Something has to happen. If you sit with the energy, in comes this. Okay? So it's like you have a choice now with this Two of Pentacles to move this forward, to do this. But you can't sit on your laurels here and wait for things to happen. This is up to you to do, or up to the person you're dealing with to push this forward. This person you're dealing with, this is a love reading. There is very little to do with anything else here. So for whoever I'm reading for, this is a love reading. There is a sense of clarity coming in here, a sense of realization where you need to walk a different path. You are no longer able to walk on the path you were walking on. I feel like there was an offer here, perhaps only a small offer, a tentative offer that a person walked away from here. And even though there was sort of like manifesting going on, a dream or an idea of how things should move or go forward, there was sort of, it was hidden. It wasn't really expressed in a way it should have been. And now whoever this person is coming in with the whole kit and caboodle to offer, because they've had this huge realization that what they want, they didn't offer in the first place. They should have offered something more substantial in the first place, because this person has walked away from it. So if this is you, Cancer, you may have walked away from an offer that was too little for you. There is a Tower coming in, though, to try and break down your beliefs of how things should be in order for you to move forward. That's a good thing. I know the Tower comes as a sort of fearful thing for some people, but it means that you're living a life that isn't in your truth. We do have the card of the Staff coming out here. So you will watch me go through my little book here and find the Staff, as I always do, to give you some extra information. And I have to do the alphabetical thing where I have to go O-M-O. Okay, the Staff, number 51. So we're talking about the number 6 for those of you who are into numerology. I'll hide my face. You know how to flow easily between polarities, how to weigh all possibilities and instinctively select the right path. Trust your inner wisdom and take the first step on a journey that your heart has already embarked on. Use the power of the Staff to unite what appears to be divided, to find the delicate balance between will and surrender. Well, that's perfect for the reading, really, because you do have the Two of Wands here, you did have the Two of Pentacles here, and that fits beautifully with that little bit of a support message for you. So you need to find your balance and move forward. Thanks, Cancer.